everyone! If you don't know, The Sims 4 is getting horses in like 1 week from today, and I am very excited. Now, I post horse videos, as you guys will know, but for the longest, I've been a simmer for just as long as I have played Star Stable, so a long time. I actually tried to post both Star Stable and Sims content for quite a while, being just a Sims 3 channel for a bit because I couldn't play Star Stable. It's a long story. Even in 2020, when my channel started to gain traction, my Star Stable videos were getting more views and my Sims 4 videos weren't, because it can be kind of hard, you know, to play two completely different games in a way. But over the past few months, I've started making just horse game videos, and The Sims 4 has also kind of been hinting at horses for a while, and they recently announced that it is true, horses are coming in The Sims 4 Horse Ranch, and I was so excited. The Sims 3 horse community was actually pretty big back in the day. There was lots of websites for it. So I do wonder what the Sims 4 community is going to look like for horses. Like, now that there's Discord, I'm actually already part of a Discord, you guys will see later on. Now, The Sims 4 Horses has not even been released yet, but there is already some horse custom content online. So today I'm going to be looking at some of the custom content available for horses right now, even though horses aren't out yet, because I'm so excited. I'm so excited to check them out. This is my Sims 4 mods folder right now. Let's actually see how big it is right now. It is 5.6 gigabytes, which is not the worst. Let's look at my Sims 3 one, which has all of my Sims 3 horse mods in it. Okay, my Sims 3 one is 12.5 gigabytes, and please keep in mind that's actually with compressed package files as well. As you can see, I have Horses 1 and Horses 2. That's because that makes the Sims 3 run better. We're not talking about the Sims 3 in this video because we finally are getting horses in the Sims 4, but I'm actually going to go ahead and delete every single one of these mods, and it's a little bit scary. Maybe not every single one. I am going to make sure that I keep some quality of life mods. For example, in my update folder, these are mods that are likely to break, like MCC. There's also things like the Dine Out fix that I am also going to keep. But obviously, when the update actually comes out with the expansion pack and everything, all of these mods are probably gonna break anyways. And honestly, I do this every so often. After playing, I binge play The Sims for weeks and weeks, and then I just slowly accumulate more and more mods. And then after a while, I'm like, you know what? I feel like some vanilla gameplay again. So I delete it all and we start again. So I'm gonna go ahead and quickly sort through these. Alright, so my mods folder is now empty. I'm not gonna include the other ones because they are more for gameplay. Like, I've got like a simulation lag fix and things like that. Here are some of the mods that have actually already been posted in this. Oh, sorry. That's my Discord. In this, I found this through someone on my Instagram story. It's called Equilibrity, The Sims 4. And this is also what kind of inspired me. Like, someone was already testing out round arenas and things like that. So yeah, I just want to check out like what's already going on for the horse community in The Sims 4. So yeah, one of these was this one. Now, one thing you should know about me and my custom content and my preferred way of playing The Sims, 90% of the time, 99% of the time, I prefer Max's match custom content. What does that mean? It means that the texture will match in with The Sims 4, so it won't be like alpha. Now, some of this is definitely with a reshade texture, so I'm interested to see whether this is Max's match and whether I would consider putting it into my game. For now though, I'm actually like, I don't know what custom content I'll need or want, considering what the new pack will actually bring and offer, and how I'm gonna gameplay with it, build with it, because I actually prefer building with no custom content because it makes it easier for people to find on the gallery. There's just some cool stuff, and I feel like that custom content creators should always be recognized for their hard work. Things like this was posted in 2022, so these aren't new things. Such as there's this one here, and this was actually posted like 9 years ago or something, and it is a conversion of the Sims 3 items into the Sims 4, so they're definitely gonna look more Sims 3, I suppose, maybe not completely Max's match, but like obviously we don't know, at least I don't know yet, how the horses will react with items, whether they'll actually have a water trough in The Sims 4, and obviously this won't be usable in that, but whether people will create usable like Sims 3 conversions. So I just found another website, and they also have things like equestrian terrain already, and there's also clothing as well, but there's this like decor here, and they also have like, I think these are rugs or something, and then there's these like food bags, and I like love these and all, and they look really cool, but I just feel like they might not fit the Max's Match vibe. So I really hope it would be cool if people made horse bags which fit the aesthetic of The Sims 4 Max's Match, and like made these photos like as Sims 4 horses, so it like all match together. I'm not creative, but maybe someone is who could do that. I don't know. I feel like in the horse community, I'm gonna be bullied for liking Max's Match stuff because I feel like everyone does alpha. So I'm sorry for being weird. One thing that I do know, like from the trailer, there are a few things that I'm concerned about. Like you can see when they go around a barrel, there's like this chalk outline. Whether this will be something that you can turn off, maybe custom content people will be able to like make a version without that chalk line. But I'm more like, what does that mean for the actual functionality of barrel racing and things like that, and jumping as well? Can you not make jump courses like you could in The Sims 3? Does it work differently? Things like that. Like, can you actually do a 3-barrel race, or is it just running around those 2 barrels that I have? I'm interested to see how that's like. The open world like of The Sims 3 versus The Sims 4 does also worry me, and also the fact I spoke about this in my recent The Sims 3 is actually the best horse game video, where it's like in The Sims 3 there was a tool called Creator World, so there was so many opportunities for you to have completely different horse role plays and things like that, whereas you are more limited in The Sims 4, but it is definitely way more optimized, and I enjoy building more in The Sims 4 than The Sims 3. I'm now realizing. I feel bad saying that because The Sims 3 was my childhood. Like, it feels bad to just not like it that much. You might notice that I didn't download any human custom content and things like that, but I didn't actually feel like getting any creator sim items. Like, I feel like hopefully they come out with a riding helmet, because I know it's very cowboy-esque Western vibe, so I'm like, are we gonna have an English discipline? I don't know. Maybe I should have done more research. Let's go into, maybe we'll go into Brindleton Bay. I don't know which one feels more farmy. We'll go on to an empty lot. Definitely let me know whether you want to see me play more of a let's play style thing. Why does it have to be rainy right now? Are you kidding me? Okay, maybe if we go into manage worlds. Do you want to see let's plays? Like, I'm a very roleplay type let's player. I love myself some roleplay, getting into that vibe. Do you want to see creating different horses, breeding horses together? Do you want to see me building ranches and things like that? Let me know what you want to see with The Sims 4. Let's go ahead and sort by all though, and then we'll sort by custom content. And here we go. I couldn't actually download some of the things because when you're getting some custom content, there can be some dodgier websites, and there was one where I just, for the life of me, the download link was just to their entire webpage, and there was 110 pages of custom content, and trust me, I went through a lot of them, and I was like, you know what, at the end of the day, I give up. I give up. Okay, so our first thing we have is the chicken coop. So a chicken coop isn't super needed if you have cottage living, because we actually have chicken coops and these ones are functional. But obviously if you don't have cottage living, then it can be fun to have one of these for aesthetics or something. I think it looks really pretty. I'm just trying to decide whether it looks Max's Match, and I think it does. I think it would fit in quite nicely. I wonder what other colors we have here. Okay, oh, that's rather nice, because we don't have a ton of more like plain colors. I actually really like this coloring here. Like this one looks like a pretty fancy looking house, a chicken coop, but I guess it's because it interacts with chickens. It has to be a certain way. It's harder to like customize for custom content makers. This one here, like this looks cool, but I feel like this texture doesn't match into The Sims properly. I don't know. Oh wait, it actually works as a chicken coop? I did not know that. How does that work for the animations? Oh, interesting. We might have to try that out. You can get a pink one. So yeah, this isn't like the most alpha looking. That's what if you are new to the community, alpha is like things that don't match into maxes, and then maxes matches the stuff that fits in. Well, this is big. Okay, and this here is supposedly a animal shed, and we don't really know how big the horses are going to be and things like that. I know that you can like, they're not restricted to like a stable that you could buy. Oh, by the way, I couldn't download that Sims 3 conversion, by the way. Once again, sketchy website, couldn't figure out how to bypass the ads and things like that, so I just gave up. You can, like, what we can see in the trailers, you actually build a barn for them and build a stable for them, which is really cool. I love that. I'm not sure, I think it's just because these walls are like too thin. They are giving more of a Maxis Match vibe to me than The Sims 4. I don't know. We then have a water trough here. I think this stuff here is more of an alpha. Like, I don't know, if you guys like them, obviously it's still an amazing creation, but I just prefer like Maxis Match. Now we have some wishing wells here. I think it's also just the texture or something. Like, they still look amazing, but I just don't think I'd keep them in my game. Next up, we have this little rocking horse. Unfortunately, it's not usable, but it does look pretty cute, and it looks cute for kids. Now, I believe that I had is there a rocking horse in the game? Did I have a mod for a rocking horse, or am I thinking of The Sims 3? So many questions, but I thought this was cute. Although children can ride horses in The Sims 4, which I'm really excited for. It looks kind of funny, but also amazing. Seeing how like small the child looked on one of the draft horses in the trailer. But I think it would be cute if like toddlers got a little like interactable rocking horse or something. Maybe they are bringing out a rocking horse. I don't know. I should probably look. Do they have it on the page? Do they have a list of the items on here? I don't know how to find it. Moving along, we have, these are from the same set. We also have a hay pile, but yeah, I don't know if it matches the vibe of Maxis Match for me. I then got this shovel standing. Maybe it'll look better if I put a wall on. I love these little details here, like a shovel against the wall. I really do wonder if that's something that we're gonna get. Ooh, we definitely need to alt place that a little bit because it's not quite leaning against the wall. But like things like this really like liven up the barn a little bit. You know, it makes it look lived in, cozy. I don't know what about a shovel makes things cozy. You know what? I feel like I've done Star Stable videos for like 3 years. You gotta let me get into my Sims grind, okay? I don't make a lot of Sims videos. We also have some stable hay on the floor. Let's see. I wonder... Let's size it up a bit. I don't know how that looks. I don't know. Let's get some stone on the ground or something. I don't know. I feel like maybe stone isn't what you put for horses. I might be a horse YouTuber, but that doesn't mean I know everything. Doesn't mean I know everything about horses. I mean, it's not terrible. It's not terrible. I actually kind of like it. It adds something. It adds a little something something. I just feel like, I'm not sure if it would lag out your game because it is like multiple individual different items that I've just placed down. Next up, we have a stable cage, whatever that means, just a bucket. Once again, I actually feel like this might be more alpha than custom content. I mean, Maxis Match. I feel like not everyone's going to, like in the horse community, it will be interesting to see how many people keep to Maxis Match and how many people want to make their horses look as realistic as possible. I also feel like coming from, this is like a nice little fence here, but I wish it was like an actual fence and not just like a bit of decoration. Wow, I do have fences. What the heck? We got some fences. This one feels very Sims 3-esque. Whoops, wrong button. Whoa, that was cool. I really like this fence. What if this one's a Maxis Match? I mean, an alpha, and people are like, what are you talking about? That's also pretty cool as well, but the wood is definitely giving me more alpha vibes, so I'm not sure I'd keep it. Oh yeah, this one here. I feel like this one here is pretty cool. This one also looks pretty Maxis Match to me, so I like it. I feel like unless you didn't know what The Sims was before Horse Ranch, I feel like for a while now we've been hoping for horses, and I feel like just because of the vibe of The Sims 4, you'd probably assume that the horses are gonna match The Sims 4, and The Sims 4 is more cartoony, and I think that in a way, being more cartoony than completely realistic is actually a better things in video games. Because unless you're Red Dead Redemption 2, there are some realistic horse games that I'm like, oh, you're struggling, the animation, like, you're making your life harder. Whereas if you know, like, let's just stick to a more cartoony style, like Star Stable, then it's like, they can make a solid horse and it looks really good, in my opinion, for their style. But obviously not everyone's gonna like realistic, not everyone's gonna like realistic cartoons and things like that. But I feel like if they added a realistic looking horse to The Sims 4, it wasn't gonna match The Sims 4 aesthetic. The Sims 4 is not also trying to be the best horse game. They're trying to be the best simulation game where you can take your Sims any aspect of life that they want, whether that is horse riding, whether that's owning a mansion in the city and being a pop star, you know? But these are some nice fences that I might consider them. I feel like this one here is borderline alpha for me. I don't know. But this one here is actually quite nice as well. But once again, I'm like, is this Max's match? But I try not to build with custom content just because I like the gallery and I like sharing my stuff. So yeah. The last few things we have are some hay bales, and I actually really like the look of these. I feel like the hay is possibly a little bit alpha, but like the straps on these look really cool. Like I really like these, and I hope we just get, I just want so much miscellaneous content to miscellaneous items to put around my barns. We also have like this little wood pilot, which is pretty cool, but once again, it's kind of borderline alpha for me. I don't really like it too much. There's also this pretty cool looking wagon, which I actually really like. It doesn't look terrible. There might be a wagon in debug though, I'm not entirely sure. If there is, then that would be great, because then you wouldn't need custom content. You'd still be able to post it to the gallery. And then there's also like this pre-built stable looking thing, which is pretty cool, but borderline alpha for me, and it's not super usable for the horses obviously, but it still looks really cool if you're going for aesthetics. It's giving me it looks more like a Sims 3 thing to me. And we also have a trash can, just in case you wanted one. I think some of my favorite items have to be this shovel, probably because this shovel was marketed as Max's match. I also do really like this fence here, but I probably wouldn't use it as an actual fence because I'm lazy and I like the actual fence tool. Like this fence here, one of my favorites. I love how tall this fence here is alongside this fence, but yeah, that wood there, probably not gonna keep it. But this one here is actually really nice. I can see it being used. I don't know why. It does give me Raj vibes, and I'm like, why? A horse can easily step over that, but also horses can just jump over this anyways. Anyway, it's fine. Before we continue, I've got to see what chickens look like in this chicken coop. What do they look like? There's just one chicken in there, and he's coming out. One chicken's coming out. What if you come? I guess the Sims don't really interact with this. Yeah, they're just like appearing. Interesting. One thing that has already happened alongside, you know, like custom content creators making horse custom content, I also wonder, because of the limitations of The Sims 4 versus The Sims 3, whether the horse community will exist at all. But there are already some awesome builders creating horse ranches here. Like, look at this one here. This is a base game horse ranch here. It looks incredible. Here we are in person, and I just love the color scheme of it all. And obviously in here is the little stable area. Now we don't know how usable this is going to be. Honestly, this looks like a really small looking space for horses, but that is from my unprofessional opinion. I am also, like, I keep bringing up the things that I'm like not sure about, which I feel bad about because like we're not gonna know. But in The Sims 3, you could also buy different properties. So you could like own like 4 properties right next to each other. So you could have a really big ranch area. Whereas here you are limited to the one lot. There is going to be community lots, but it's different. I love these fairy lights. I love the random sized down lighthouse looking thing. That's kind of fun. What's at the back? A swimming pool? This ranch has a swimming pool, but I love this. Obviously it wasn't meant for this lot, but it's kind of a nice little secluded space. It kind of fits up here, but it does feel like a pretty small lot for horses. I do kind of like, I love building, so I would love if you guys wanted to see me do some horse ranches, because I wanted to do some small horse ranches, some big horse ranches, some modern horse ranches or something. Okay, for some reason there's multiple of the same horse ranch. So now I don't know, I don't know what's going on there. There's also this one here, which is that stereotypical red color, which honestly also looks amazing. I saw one on YouTube and they had like a racetrack. But yeah, there's already some incredible builds here. And I am so excited to actually see the pack and actually put horse stuff into The Sims 4. One thing that I do want to attempt though is that round pen and see what we can do, because I don't like, building can take a bit. I don't get to do a lot of building stuff, so I haven't really played around with the circle tools and things like that. So basically we actually have a bunch of circles here. They don't make a perfect circle though. Maybe if they were smaller. All right, we've got our beautiful looking circle here. So what we can do, can you put gates on here though? Yeah, no, that's a problem. You might just have to like delete a whole portion. Room for improvement. We can also remove the floor. I'm sorry, what? Fine, we can just get like some sand. And there we go. Do we have like a fence already that looks kind of Western-esque? I mean, it's something. The other thing you can do is like do like the fake little circle where you take it a little bit at a time. Do like a little circle like this, and then more like, yeah, like a hexagon or something. Wow, I'm really not good at sizing. That's pretty round. It's not amazing. It's fine. And this way you can actually have a gate. Oh, that's my alarm to tell me that I've got something else to film. And then you can chuck a really cute little fence on it. It's not even, but it's fine. You get the vibe. And then we can use actual terrain paints and get like the different textures going. So we could do a base of like dirt, and then we can put some sand on top and we can get some really nice texture going on, you know? Something like that. I mean, I am so excited for horses in The Sims 4. I feel like this was an interesting video. This is very different to my usual content, but honestly, I feel like The Sims 4 could be the next big game for my channel, the next game which I bring regularly onto the channel, because I love The Sims 4, and the fact that now there's horses, it fits more into my channel's audience more. So I would love to know if you guys want to see horse Sims 4 stuff, like horse builds, horse creator sims, and a whole horse roleplay type thing. And I'm so excited to see you guys in a week's time to check out The Sims 4 Horse Ranch. On the screen right now is going to be my Sims 3 video where I checked out horses in The Sims 3. It's a little bit chaotic, a little bit long, because I tried to fit in as much as possible, but The Sims 3 is quite possibly actually the best horse game. I love you all so much, and I will see you all later. Bye!